What's up, y'all? This OG Weezy. Y'all already know what it is. I'm in I'm in the Motor City, Detroit. I'm in the Motor City. Do y'all hear me? I'm in the Motor City. Anybody that's on my channel, y'all step up. Oh man, they got the geese in the Motor City. They got the geese in the middle of the night in the Motor City. It's OG Weezy Urban Conversion. I'm in the Motor City, Detroit. Walking to the lake right now. Hey, what side of Detroit I'm on? I'm in Southwest Detroit area, River's Edge. Straight up. I think this the bougie part, y'all. I'm just saying, this to my channel. This the bougie part, y'all. Straight up. This the bougie part. I'm in the bougie part of Detroit, y'all.
This ain't the
You know what I'm
bougie
saying?
part.
They say they say this ain't the bougie part,
Ain't the bougie part.
but I think this the bougie part.
This ain't the bougie part.
You know what I'm
In that
saying?
case, the East Side bougie, because they got
I'm
Belle
from
Isle.
St. Louis, born and raised.
No,
And this is kind of like high quality. Maybe it's the area I'm in. They said Riverside, Coney Island. What is that?
that's where you get Coney Island.
Okay.
That's the famous hot dog from Detroit that ain't got no.
Huh?
You don't put beans and chili on a hot dog. That don't work.
Right.
Not here at least. You and coleslaw. We don't do all of that. Not with no beans, it ain't. Now you don't put no beans. Listen, every time we had this discussion, B tell me, nah, that's the way you're supposed to eat chili on a hot. No, you're not. It's the same texture. You just know it's meat, chili con carne, and the hot dog. That's it.
So what is Detroit famous for?
So you know
What's
why?
the
I'm gonna
eat?
tell you why it's so quiet right now. You see those two black trucks?
Uh-huh.
That's why it's quiet right now.
It's quiet right now because of
Because of
that's
them.
why I said.
Because of them.
That's exactly why I said.
Because of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I forgot to bring my joint out with me.
Hey,
You
like
got
I
something?
said, where there's money, there's gonna be a
Listen,
high
right?
quality, a high presence, police presence.
Huh? Let me see.
I'm in Detroit. I'm in Detroit right now.
I did 60 grams of edibles and smoked it. Tap what button? This button? So yeah, this the Detroit River. That's Canada. That's Canada over there.
That's Canada.
That's Canada.
Hey y'all, I'm by
Right out there.
Canada.
Now
I'm by Canada, y'all.
this little island right here is Mud Island.
This little island right here is Mud Island. They say Mud Island.
So if you go this way, you go into downtown Detroit on the river.
Huh?
You'll go to downtown Detroit if you go this way, going this way. If you go that way, you go into Wyandotte.
Wyandotte.
Yeah, but we in Ecorse right now, so we can go this way. Come on, boys. Fellas.
I had some weed. I left it up there. Good.
You got these little pins in there. All good. There's these damn pins in your hand.
So
So
you?
this is brand new. They just put this in.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Parking lot new. Beautiful parking lot. We was just out here. Me and them was just down here fishing about a week ago around the same time.
I'm in the D. I'm in Detroit. Now, I'm with Jay. I'm with Jay. Jay gonna tell me the ins and outs of Detroit. Now, anybody from Detroit, Y'all already know urban conversion. Y'all already know I got them Detroit stories. Y'all already know I got them Detroit stories.
All of that over there is Canada on that
Huh?
side.
Everything over there is
All those
Canada.
houses on that side is Canadian side.
Everything over there is Canada.
Yep. And then this Detroit, this the U.S. side.
So we on the US side.
It's a Puerto Rican restaurant over here. It used to be a gas station.
Huh?
Puerto Rican restaurant used to be a gas station. Can you let me live? Where you get this from?
I got it. So you know, across the street from the 7-Eleven.
How much it cost?
7-Eleven is about. You wanna try it?
Yeah, here we go.
You can change the setting.
So,
Yeah, that was
like
good.
Tommy thought this was ocean water because the river in St. Louis is so murky. But this
Uh-huh.
is not that kind of. This is fresh. It's like good fresh water. Like
So
it's got like a blue green tint to it.
so
You
that
can see, like you can basically look down in it and see stuff swimming around if you look close enough. Like you'll see baby fish swimming up along here. You know what I'm saying? During the daytime and everything, you see everything above the surface.
so that's called Mud Island right there.
Yeah, that's Mud Island.
So can you go over there?
You can't step foot on it. It's a like that sign to tell you that's a natural habitat for small little animals, beetles, and stuff that live over there.
Also, can't nobody
Like
get
you can
on.
go over there, but it's got to be like car or school and stuff like that. Those lights, see those lights down there? So see that? So it's a line of lights that's going like this, and then you see some lights going like this. There's some triangle lights down there that's going like this, and then it's a line of lights going like this. There's a big blue building. So that big white blue building right there, it's straight ahead.
Hey y'all, I'm in the bougie part of Detroit. For real. Hey y'all, I'm in the bougie part of Detroit, man. I'm right here by this nice shit. This boats, lights. You know what I'm saying? The boats, lights. I'm talking about, man, nice. And we walked there from the house, so I already knew. We got to the house, you know. We finna give y'all some game. Jay,
Right here, right space. Those lights.
I'm finna ask Jay some motherfucking real Detroit questions.
Like we, you know what I'm saying? Like
So is this a walk around? You can't walk
you
around,
can
huh?
walk straight down here, and then you can like you start from here. You can walk straight down there. Now, mind you, they are building another piece down here, and the city of Detroit is trying to wrap the Riverwalk all the way down from. No, they trying to come as far
So
this
they finna
way and
make
as
this
far
river
down
walk
Grosse
all the way
Point.
around.
Yeah, they trying to go as far as down Grosse Point as they can, and
So all the way around.
yeah, they trying to make it. They trying to make it go across the city. Wherever the water touch, they trying to make it where you can ride across the city. So they
Okay.
trying to make it where you can get across the whole thing. So you
Okay.
know you'll have your points where it had to come like in a little bit and then go back out. Yeah, but they, yeah. Because if you
I'm in
go,
Detroit.
really,
Urban conversion in
really,
Detroit.
to tell you the honest God truth, the only reason you can't go all the way that way is because people got houses down there and they got docks, and then there are boat drops where you can drop your boat. So they just built, of course, just built a kayak where you can drop your canoe or kayak in the water right here, and you can actually take it in to there. It's a canal
What's
that
over
leads
that way?
into the neighborhood. It's a canal that leads into the neighborhood. So you can drop your little boat in here and get into the slough and go off
It's
into
like
the
a little
neighborhood.
bridge. If you keep going straight, like up this road, it's a bridge.
Yeah,
And
and
that's the,
it
where
go
the
underneath.
boats go
It's
underneath
boats, it's docks.
canoes.
Yeah, and so you can take them back in there, and it's parked down there. Go down and come back. Yeah, you can go down and come back. I plan on getting one of the ones with a little motor on and start. y'all would bring a little nasty with us, but I was like, nah.
Y'all like dogs? You like dogs?
Big one in the basement.
If they ain't worth no money, I don't like dogs.
We got a cane corso.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
worth some money, but I got a Frenchie.
You got a Frenchie? Okay.
yeah, we got a 140 pound
Oh yeah, y'all got some serious.
machine downstairs.
Right there?
She was in the house.
Oh yeah.
She in the basement. She in the basement. So, and most of the houses here, like you ain't gonna find everything here is mostly brick. Most
Right.
everything, like you look at most of the buildings and everything, you ain't gonna find too much like new, like that wood built and all of that crap and all of that.
So you
You
been
know
in
who did?
Detroit your whole life?
Oh yeah. Well, no, I mean I've left and came back.
From
Right,
yeah, from
being
your
in the
travels.
military and all of that stuff, you know what I'm saying? I left and came back. But for the most part, yeah, I've been here all my life.
From the guys that I've been in Detroit around, right? And just for my story, right? Being in, I've been gone too.
Right.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Um, I've done 20 years on a 30-year federal prison sentence.
Right.
You know, so I've been around guys from Detroit.
Yeah,
Been around
probably
guys,
plenty of
you know what I'm
them.
saying? From all parts of Detroit. You know what
Probably
I'm
got
saying?
caught in Wisconsin,
Yeah.
caught in here and caught there. That's
Yeah,
why it was all over the place.
and some original Detroiters.
Yeah.
Uh,
What's up?
you know what I'm saying? From some real
Right.
Detroit, Detroit Stonians. You know what I'm saying? So you won't really, you from here. You know, so you already know.
You wouldn't even know she there because she don't bark.
But she do some other stuff probably.
Yeah, she listen. She dangerous when she feel like it.
Right. And
Like
I don't want to take no chances. I don't want to take no chances.
you know what irritate
You know
our
what I'm
dog?
saying? Right.
The dude next door in the backyard, he'd start singing. And he'd be on his phone and he'll be watching the video or something, he starts singing and she hear that shit and he'd get into it and then she let off 2, 3 loud ones and he'd shut the fuck up and go in the house. He's like,
Right.
shut up. And you cannot sing.
From the people that I've been around from Detroit, man, you know, a lot of people always say Detroit is something like St. Louis. You know what I'm saying?
I think
They
Detroit-
kind of intertwine.
I
I'm
think
talking about when you say
Detroit is
Detroit.
Detroit is a mismatch of a lot of stuff because a lot of people came from here. A lot of people came here from down south because okay, so when you talk about Detroit, the big threes is here, and most of the motor vehicles that got made during the 50s and 60s and 70s, they got made here. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, tanks, planes, all that they made it here. You know what I'm saying? It was industrial, it was jobs here, so people came here from all over the place. California, New York, down south, you know, East Coast, West Coast, middle of the, you know, because it was work here. You know, it was big time. And Detroit was big time for a long time because of the big three.
Right.
Because it was so much money flowing through. You know, you could go work at the factory and make a life. You can kind of work there and make some money now, but it's not the same. You used to be able to graduate high school, go straight to the factory, work there for the remainder of your life and retire and have a home and cars and all this stuff and vacations. And you can't do that no more. You really got to work a long time. So it's not this, it's a mishmash of different cultures. So I've seen a lot of people like in my travels that have, you know, said, well, you know, I went to Detroit and it was like this, it was like that. Detroit is a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? You can go on the east side of Detroit and find a totally different culture than what you find over here. And the reason is over here is blacks, is Mexicans, is whites, is Arabs, so everything kind of it's not, you know, just one streamlined thing. In the city of Detroit, it's not just one streamlined thing. You got places that's densely populated with blacks, but you got places that's densely populated with, you know, Chaldeans and Japanese people in the city of Detroit, you know, and white people and this, that, and the other. You know, some people from Lithuania and all of this. You know, you got people from all over the place. So, you know, it's a mix. You go in Dunkin' Donuts, most East Indian people own those. The gas stations are owned by the Arab people. The liquor stores are owned by the Arab people. It's not all the same everywhere. You know what I'm
So
saying?
what do the black people want?
I mean, if they own anything, it's like barbershop. I think they own some stuff. It's not like they don't own anything. You know what I'm saying? I've known people in,
Right,
in my circle
barbershop.
who people own. I know people in my circle whose people have owned gas stations and liquor stores, and I worked in the liquor store as a kid. You know what I'm saying? And so and a bakery when I was a kid too. So the neighborhood people own it. So they've owned things. It's anywhere you go in the country, 9 times out of 10, you know what I'm saying, certain people own certain things. They don't have nothing to do with where you at. It's just the way the system's set up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, they give gas stations to certain people, they give this to certain people. You know what I'm saying? They make you look at them crazy and they look at you crazy. But it really ain't us. And it really ain't them. It's the system.
So
So
in Detroit, right? You being born and raised in Detroit, what is your most recommendation for Detroit, man? If somebody want to move here and trans, transition to Detroit, right?
right.
No matter where they at from the world, man. What are the attributes Detroit had to offer for up and coming person, man, that's
I
thinking
mean, right
Detroit?
now,
Like,
man, you can get property that, like I said, the house right here, where that white truck is, clear view of the river.
right.
It just sold for $225,000. That house is 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms. It's a little bit bigger than our house. You know what I'm saying? And it was priced. I mean, that boy went on the market and went off the market quick. And you got to look at it with inflation and everything that's going on right now. For somebody to sell that house at full price in the middle of all of this right now, that means it was they looking at it like, oh, it's gonna be worth something. You know what I'm saying? And that's like, we got a good culture. We got good food. People always say Chicago, Chicago, Chicago. I think people get brainwashed on. Now, not to say Chicago don't got good food, but Chicago is my favorite place to eat food. I love Chicago food.
Hey,
Straight
they
up.
still had a giant slide at Belle Isle?
Yeah, but that bitch closed.
Why?
Because they tweaked it and fucked with it. And I don't think you saw that video a few years ago.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know,
I
we
remember now.
we used to go down that mug at a good pace. No, they was blue and
Oh,
all
wow,
that.
okay.
And then they did it again, and they still didn't get it right. They had
So
kids
why the hell they didn't sleep like a mug?
because it was falling apart.
Oh,
But the thing about it is they had some idiot who thought he was smart, talking about trying to get some speed out of it instead
I
of
mean,
just
that's the biggest slide you're ever going to own
yeah.
in life. How tall is it?
Ooh, yeah, it's like 70 feet of stairs.
Yeah, it's
You
real
gotta
tall.
like walk up
And
like
they
70
give you
It's
feet.
like
in
a
Detroit?
potato.
Probably like
It's on
4
Belle
lanes
Isle.
in there.
Yeah, it give
Yeah,
you
it's
like
on
they give
Belle
you
Isle.
like a potato
It's like
sack to
4
get
lanes.
on it.
Yeah, and you come down and woo.
What
It's a slide.
they
So
enhanced it a
it
little
was
bit?
old. It was old.
They
And it
kind
was
of
falling
they call
apart.
themselves the
They
enhancement.
called themselves improving it and made the slopes in it too high, and people start flying off the mud instead of just slope.
Right.
The way the slopes was, they was really little, but
Right.
it was a lot of them. So when we was
Right.
going down, you got a little speed, but you wasn't all off the damn slide because it was metal.
Right.
The way they did it, man, they got viral on YouTube. People getting thrown 6 feet off that mud. Like who? And kids was on it. They was crying coming off of it too. So, yeah. If you coming to Detroit, you know what I'm saying. Just you gotta buy in. Like it's hard up here. It's not. The first thing that's gonna happen to you is the winter. If you ain't ready to be in the house or ready to not be able to go somewhere every day, then don't come up here. Because it's gonna be times when it's gonna be so cold.
No job, no job. What? How the
I mean,
economy
they're not
go?
gonna shut down. They're not gonna shut down your job because of snow. But I'm talking about the economy. If you got some kind of skills, you can get a job up here. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's a bunch of factories and places like that. You just gotta be ready to grind. A lot of people come to places with the preconceived notion that you're gonna make a whole lot of money. But I say this: for the cost of living here, you can make good money, and then like if you get in the gym before or something like that before you get in here and get to that $27 an hour, you know what I'm saying? Like U.S. Steel down the street down here, if you're a machinist or you can weld or something like that, you can make $31 an hour. They hiring, but they always hiring, but people don't have this. It's not enough people here with the skills. You know what I'm saying? Like the welders and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they need that kind of stuff. So it's an industrial state. So if
It's
you
an
were
industrial state,
right,
Detroit, yeah.
if you work do secretary work, you might not. You know, it might not be for you because it might not be too many jobs paying too good of money for that.
Right.
But if you a mechanic, you a diesel mechanic, you work on cars, you're an
Yeah.
electrician, you
It's
do
called the
HVAC.
Motor City.
Yeah,
That's
you
why
do.
it's called the Motor
Yeah,
City
you
for a
do
reason.
HVAC and shit like that. Oh, you come up here and make a killing.
What's the most highlighted eating spots in Detroit? What's the most
Like
highlighted?
my
Anybody
favorite
coming
place,
to Detroit and they want to get something to eat, man.
my
They
favorite place is expensive. My top two places to get something to eat are um, Joe Mauer's Steak in the Renaissance Center and Kimchi Dog on Cass and Warren down by Wayne State University. Kimchi Dog is cold burnt, it's cold beef. Boy, it's just like this Korean place, and they do hot dogs and hamburgers with the Korean slaw and the kimchi and everything. They ridiculous. And then Joe Mauer, the food just good. They just do it right. It's expensive, but you gonna get what you pay for.
right.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get.
Where that's at?
That's in the Renaissance building downtown Detroit. Right
Black
out
owned?
No,
Not
no,
black owned.
not no. Listen, GM owned that building. General
Oh, okay.
Motors owned that building. So that restaurant is probably it's a black owned business in there. Adiamo's. Part of that is owned by Herman Moore, former Detroit Lions receiver. He's a part owner of Adiamo's, but Joe Mauer, no, that's somebody else's.
You say one of your closest friends just went to the
One of the guys that went to the school, to high school where we went to and grew up in the neighborhood where we went. There's a few guys like Anita Baker went to our high school. Anita Baker went to Central. Antonio Gates, Antonio Smith. I don't know. Antonio Smith is for anybody that's wondering who he is. He's the free safety in Tampa Bay won their Super Bowl with John Gruden that had the interception. He should have been the MVP. He should have won the MVP for that game. They played my man because he had more than that one interception, and he had like 4 or 5 deflections that game. That was big time play. He should have been the guy, but they played my man. But you know, Gates is the greatest tight end ever. People will probably say Tony Gonzalez, whatever. No, he just didn't have the quarterbacks to get the Super Bowls. If he did, he'd have been. Now look at that car right there. See, I'm used to seeing that all day, every day.
the old school caddies.
Hey, we got the Dream Cruise. That's an everyday thing to me. But see, here in about a month, he got to put that up, or they gonna start finding it.
Why?